not fiddling around with Nix yet today. It's taking us a lot more time to get gnomes calm, so doing whatever we need to do. Probably gonna have to do a diaper change in between. Yeah. Seems like you're taking a dump. Also forgot to sleep with a Fitbit on, so I didn't track the data. So I have to manually log that I just had at least 6 hours. And just let me do that. Okie doke. So let's see here. I can hear Naomi doing her thing. All right, so how do I manually log something at sleep log? And we say today is, so Wednesday, we started Wednesday. Babe, do you remember what time I started? Stream song, by the way. So living room is life. What time did I fall asleep? 7 o'clock, 7 p.m.? 7:30?
Yeah.
Because I woke up to ask you something about Verena in between.
You woke up because she was screaming. I
Yeah.
think you went to bed at 6:30, 7-ish.
Okay.
And then you woke up in between.
And I woke up finally at 1, right?
No, at 1:30.
1:30, all right.
Or 1:20, I woke you up.
This is gonna be the best sleep log I've had.
Huh?
Because it doesn't know exactly how much interruption there was in between. This is the biggest block of sleep I've had in the last couple of days. Fitbit's like, oh, W, this is actually better when you're not worrying me. Things are better.
Yeah, Fitbit would have probably not tracked all of it.
Yeah, it's also probably not all of its sleep anyway, so.
Yeah. Is she sleeping?
No, she's looking at me.
Don't tell you.
Life zone.
No. Making a biscuit when I'm sleeping.
Cute.
This we also have to change
Oh yeah.
tomorrow.
Everything in its time. Let's see. All right, so I plug this device in somewhere. That needs a charge.
You keep the Disney carry charge for me, eh?
I will.
I need it full for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, that's a good point. Let me see, is there an outlet here? Ah, there's an outlet here. Let me plug it somewhere. You need it full for tomorrow. Copy that. What time are you waking up?
And?
Yeah, I have an appointment with my gym at 12.
Okay.
So if you're round about at 12, that would be helpful.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have to go out with no meeting, which limits my time out to max 2 hours. Yeah, cool. All right.
Yeah, because the thing is, if you're leaving tomorrow at 12, and you're planning to stay more than 2 hours, then we're hardly gonna see each other at all.
Yeah.
So maybe, is it like an important meeting with them?
Yeah. None of my meetings are important. That's why I don't have them.
Okay.
Okay, but you go sleep first. We'll worry about it tomorrow. You need to get your 8 hours. It's already at risk. Huh? It's already at risk. What do you want to do? Huh? Move this chair out. Oh, the pillow can stay on it. And the blankie. It's a nappy blankie. We'll put it over the couch. All right, now I have to figure out what the table is sending me. All right, so hours of sleep are long. Now I have to go back to the text that Till sent. And what we need to look into is.
By the way, I also need to get some work done. Unter anderem den Kindergeldantrag. And that is not always possible if you meet with me. So maybe take that into account that. Yeah, I'm sorry, if you live stream this whole apartment, if I would do that and you want to talk to me, you would go bazinga on me. Whose fault is that?
Become host of Quantum Whirlpool 3. Become host of Quantum Whirlpool 3. Let's see. Alright. So, I should probably figure this out. Cool. One person on Facebook. So here we go, host of Quantum. So there's a NUR repo here. And a pull request. This one. Number 3. What's the point of this one? Fully populate cache. What we're trying to do. Default.next. Example package of runway. We're building this thing called runway. We're using overlays. Let's see what else is here. There are modules. No, we're not. We do have a flake. What do you want? Do you want to eat? I'll be right back. Let me mute. How does this work? I don't even know how this works. Oh, here. I guess I do this. Yeah, so I was just reading through this. So we're building for multiple systems, explicitly mentioning these. I don't know why we're doing that. We could have used flake utils, but anyways, it is what it is. And then legacy packages for all systems, we do default.mix. So default.mix is the culprit. Yeah. What do you want now? You want to have something to eat? Give me the food signal. gotta take care of this. Bub, bub. Hey, Ramiro. What's good? Hey, Ramiro. What's good? Hey, Ramiro. It is one of those night streams to weather through the storm. And if I get lucky, I get to do some code reviews. Is that so? It's all depending on what you want. Do you want something to drink? Do you want to get burped? It's not the food signal, so I'm just gonna take my chances and assume that unless you say otherwise, you always want to be in that position that's comfortable enough for the gases to escape. Once you start doing the schmutzing thing, you try to get you there. Yeah. What are you saying? It's so cool to see. I'm happy you like these. It makes it makes the night shifts feel less solitary. To like have folks like chime in once in a while, see what's going on. What are you working on these days? I mean, I know where in the world you are. And I think I also know what you're tangentially kind of like working on, but what has been the focus for today on your end? I can only imagine how much time you've had. Used to be a time, right, Gnomes? You seem like you're ready to eat something. Huh? Cool, let's do it. A little bite. Or a little gulp, actually. No? No? Mixed signals. Trying to read you. I think I get a decent read on this, but Ramirez there. Let's get a look. What's Ramirez saying? So he's saying today I did energy healing, clairvoyant work. Energy healing. When you said energy, I was thinking like the energy utility. And then today I actually spoke with Hassan from the Gambia. Yay, yay. That's so cool. All across the world, from Bogota to Banjul. Ooh. Interesting. I'm really curious to find out what you're going to build on that front. Are you curious to know me? It's the funniest thing. Sometimes she signals that she wants the bottle, then you put the bottle in her mouth, and then she's like, "Bleh," and then she pushes it out. And then a few seconds or minutes after, she wants the gobble, and then she just gulps it down. You know, like, what was different about like the episode like a few minutes ago where I tried to present it to you? Did I get burnt? Let's figure this out. Let me get you in a comfortable position, hopefully. And otherwise, I have to mount you in the harness. See if the sling at least. See if that works for you. Yarns work for you, don't they? Hoppa. Oh, there you go. Probably can move this over to the office. Where's the update which you're in this startup? Not focusing on that. Time has been too tumultuous. I'm focusing on work. So that's it right now. Just regular work. Building stuff. I'm like, we're doing like a lot of LLM related builds at work. That's interesting. Beyond that, I haven't been focusing on for two. I will not be focusing on that for a long time. I've had to radically shift focus. So yeah, that's it. But I don't mind. It was the right call. I feel like a bunch of folks were building things with LLMs, and I am telling myself that it's not completely clear what the emerging patterns are. Maybe that's what I tell myself to deal with not aggressively building and kind of like a product targeted end users. But I also think that another side of me is like, I don't think anyone really knows what the emerging patterns are. We're finding them out as we go. And if you have to fund it yourself, that's a bitch. So I'm happy to not be completely funding this out of pocket without a clear pad in mind on how to convert this. Oh my goodness. Jonathan Below is streaming. If there is a stream to check out, this person J_Blow is streaming at the moment. That dude is a pretty dope programmer. I think it's the same J Blow. I mean, like looking at the streamer count, I would say so. Yeah. Anyways, that's the story, buddy. That's the story. Let me see if I can. Trying to figure out if I can. What are Bainey cues? You said something like nuances of Bainey cues. Okay, so that the last bit we spoke about was what's the update with the startup. Then you said this, and I'm like, yeah, what is that? And then you said, oh wow, cool pivot. But I'm curious about. So I still really baby cues. You heard that one? That was her dropping a deposit. All right. I think that means I have to get the fuck up, get some shit done. All right. So I'm gonna disappear behind that curtain where Nomi's crib is and the changing table. I guess it's time for cue elevator music again. This was a successful stream attempt, wasn't it? I'm guessing this is what a night. I've had a couple of nights where I was spending like 2 to 3 hours at a time doing some serious code related stuff. Maybe today's not the night, but at least I'll get to chat with some folks. I'll be right back. I'll see you in a sec. All right. What did Amita say? All right, so yeah, so we spoke about WhatsApp APIs. He said how Def not WhatsApp Meta API is a mess, so confusing. Using a third party such as Wasapi helps a bit, but it's a little much to learn and figure out. Fair enough. That company's that's so cool. Medellin. Oh yeah, you're in Medellin, not Bogota. Darn it. Sorry for that. Yeah. Man, just check out your post on X. The latest stuff you have AI integrated in Cursor. Yeah. So it builds right into your life. So I didn't know. Yeah. So I can just prompt while I'm in my editor and it does stuff. It's kind of magical. I had something relatively similar set up in Emacs, but it wasn't as well integrated. So yeah, the Cursor is basically a VS Code derivative. It works a lot better. So yeah, I can't complain. Lovely stuff. I would recommend you try it out. No, so are you hungry again? What do you want now? Your milk is warming up. We're figuring this out. I should probably stay hydrated too. So I moved things to the kitchen because I realized that we're probably not doing as much code, but I probably can clear out the dishwasher. And at least I get things done. Right, Naomi? So we're gonna clear out the dishwasher. But before we do that, I need to get some liquids in. And you want your next meal? I know. We're working on it. Just bear with me for a second. Can you give me a sec? Hoppa, hoppa, hop. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be putting her into the bed anytime soon. If she's this fidgety, I have to do a lot of moving around for this to work. All right, bottle seems ready-ish. Just gotta give it a temperature check. Still good. Well, I'll wait for that to happen. I would recommend you, Ramiro, to just download Cursor and get it going. It's a pretty fun editor. I remember back in the day with Stefano, I gave VS Code a lot of shit because I don't like to mouse around. And I have to give Stefano credit for it. I'm slowly but surely kind of like learning to be less of a keyboard Nazi, for lack of a better term. So I'm mousing around doing some things, and then all of a sudden, other editors fall into scope of usability, moderate usability. And actually, I've learned quite a bit of key bindings in VS Code and Cursor to be able to prompt my way through problems. So far, it works. And probably the biggest reason is that I couldn't find a build of Emacs that didn't cause some trouble on my macOS machine, especially with the window manager that I'm using. So it's kind of like out of pure necessity that I ended up finding alts. So I'm gonna do this. Now your head is supported, right? It's worse. Is it worse or better, Nomi? And you say, yeah, this is a lot worse, Dad. What are you doing? What you doing, dude? Yeah, come. We're gonna figure this out together. Okay, here we go. So if you tilt your head a little, now here, this thing will support you. Okay. Oh, you're dropping bombs again. Okay, so I'll have to do your diaper in a second, but your milk is almost ready. Yes, I hear you. No, it's looking good. How about we get you out and feed you? Yes, yes, yes. It's okay, it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out together. We'll figure out together what your language is here. Huh? Here, you get out. Harness. Yeah. Yeah. If you let go of the dreadlock, because you're pulling my hair out. Yeah. Thank you for that. All right. So bite. Bite or no bite? Yeah, there you go. That's what you want. Oh, you don't. Do you want bowel release support? Do I need to put you in the squat position? It's not that. Okay. So what else can we try? Show me the signal. It's a mixture between discomfort and I want food. Okay, so it was food after all? Okay, cool. Okay. Oh goodness, it's like trial and error with this. How do I turn that off? I don't have enough hands. Here we go, that's off. The heater is off, so what are you saying? By the way, I had to look up GNU Make. You probably will never use it. Lucky you. You don't have to bother with it. The cases where I use GNU Make mostly, I don't know, building Linux tools, doing a lot of building of code for embedded systems, so chips, software, firmware. I used a lot of Make for that, and also my unholy concoction of bash scripts to do a variety of things. We're using a lot of GNU Make to kind of like tie it all together. Yeah. Actually, I still use it. That repo that I was playing around with, where I was building that LaTeX shit, there is a make file in it, and I just say make doc, and then I have to find. Actually, I can show you that. Then at least I get to do some code still. Yeah, hang on. I get to go here, and then I get to go there, and then somewhere here I do Control or Command B, and then you'll find a make file, and this is the make file, and then here you see I call PDF LaTeX doc and bibtec doc, which means so PDF LaTeX does like the first round of compiling the document. Then I do bibtec doc, which basically populates the bibliography, where you get the index, the references, or you compute the references. Then make index basically populates the index, and then I run PDF LaTeX, which then runs another compilation of the doc, but now it has the references for the bibliography and the index in scope, at least because they have been calculated and they're somewhere in a file in the file system. I guess why you get all of these temporary files, as you can see to the left. And then at some point, a magical little PDF rolls out. And it doesn't look super bad, right? So here you can see this is the index where I basically literally say which words have to be indexed. And the bibliography only has a single reference in it. Some book that Atomic Weights of the Elements 2013. I don't know. It was published in Pure Applied Chemistry, some journal. You gotta love LaTeX for these things. Documents in LaTeX look decent instantly. So yeah, not complaining about that. Right, Nomi? We're not complaining about that. Probably complain about a bunch of other things, but not that. Ready for a second round? You tell me. You tell me when you're ready to go. You're just looking like you're napping right now. Yeah. I was an idiot for thinking that I did one night where we were reading papers and then doing some programming and then occasionally some diaper changes and some feeding sessions in between. And I was like, is this what a night shift would look like? And then I figured like, probably I can start planning to do certain things during the night shifts. That was a little ambitious. Didn't quite work out like that. So here we are. I still have to figure out how to stay hydrated, so I'm pouring the glass of water that I started talking about a good 10 minutes ago. It's funny that you that the thinking of it, that make tool. I think most people that know GNU Make probably have the association to that when they hear make, which is kind of like cool that they did that. You see what they did there? Also, I've been using this tool for a minute, but I can't for the life of me figure out. You used to be able to see. Oh, maybe I should minimize. Okay, here we go. Ah, cool. Now I can see it. Two people on Twitch. Yo, I made this. I zoomed it out a little bit. Now I can see a lot more. So now I can see two people are checking. Hey, folks, it's a full house. Yeah, we're trying to get some stuff done. Nobody's sleeping now. So I think what is best practice, I should do the diaper actually. If I do that, she's gonna wake up, I'm pretty sure. But I don't want to let her sleep with her stuff all dirty. So I'm gonna take care of that. Be right back again. Hey, I'm back. Imposter engineer. Good seeing you. It's been a long time. That's my fault. I haven't been streaming for a minute. Yeah. Oh my goodness. You hear that, Nomi? We're in for a ride. How are you feeling? Are you clean now? Cool. So what do you want to do? You want to get a bite, or do you want to get dropped into bed for some Z's? You don't even know what you want. You're either just gonna make it look like you want to sub it. Yeah, so I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna try to go to the kitchen again and continue doing empty the dishwasher. Improving. Imposter engineer's got a 4 and a 2-year-old. I'm gonna start writing you for tips and figuring out how to understand their baby language or baby speak, because I don't always parse it correctly. All right, cool. So, do you want to have a bite? Do we do that first, or do you feel like just looking around? I can do single-handed clear out the dishwasher thing. While we hear other folks talk about their coding antics, people share some of the fun. What are you working on right now? What kind of fun coding stuff are you doing? Oh, imposter engineer, I posted this thing on Twitter /X on my LaTeX setup. I'm using Cursor a lot more now, and I'm fixing LaTeX by prompting my way to completion. Pun intended. So maybe it's something for you to play around with too, for the few moments where you do tinker around with code. I think Cursor's a pretty good editor for that. Cool. Do that again. Never do it often enough. Oh, 4 folks. No way. No way. This is great. This hardly ever happens for me. I think if you can tell, how does it? Oh yeah, so if I do this, you can tell in the top right here, left, see four people are in stream. No way. And if I look at this, at the breakdown, 4 people on Twitch. No way, Twitch. Oh, I love this. This is kind of cool. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the David and Nomi show. I started the evening, so a couple of nights back, we did some code. I did a night shift. So Mama can recover, so she can get her 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And in order to make that work, I sleep from 6 p.m. through midnight. I try to. Most of the time, I still end up waking up in between to help out with little things here and there, or sometimes the day's just different and I don't sleep quite 6 hours. But anyways, that's beside the point. So that's why I just tune in for night streams there. Sometimes I just need company, so this is why the Twitch is on. So it's always fun to have folks tuning in. 5 people. Welcome to the David and Nomi show. I was just explaining what the whole idea of this whole stream is. Please just drop some messages in the chat. It's just fun to have you all around. So we started off trying to look at some mixed code. So that explains why I have this PR open. But then, of course, because it's a night shift and I'm babysitting, shit just happened. So we've been adapting to the needs of Nomi, which is just exactly how these things go. We had a couple of sessions that were a bit less tumultuous in terms of I was able to do more coding. Tonight is probably not the night. And she's been fidgeting all day as well, so I'm just trying to hold her. She seems to be dozing off a little bit. I'm pretty sure that she's gonna start asking for food in about 20 minutes or so. So there's no real point for me dropping her now. There's not a lot I'm gonna get done in 20 minutes. So that's kind of like the gist of it, effectively. But yeah, Till was struggling with this thing. The NUR is like a package. It's like a community effort, a manifest of packages, effectively, a community maintained packages. And I'm guessing, or it's a package editor, another package editor, and manifest in Nix. And I think that Till was trying to add runway to the NUR repo such that people can basically pull runway into their configs through NUR, and something isn't working. And I said, well, I'll probably give it a glance. And we didn't really quite get into it. So we started reading pieces of it and then got kind of like sidetracked. So yeah, here we are. Oh, so yeah, not complaining. Life just happens. But it's really fun to have folks checking in. This coding stream. Oh, by the way, I was just telling Imposter Engineer about it. So on x.com/Vivina, I had these fun tweets earlier today of me writing some LaTeX with, I probably could show you, right? There we go. Writing some LaTeX with cursor. So this is cursor. And as you basically prompt things, you tell it to like change code. It's not super sharp, the resolution, but I think you can kind of like get the gist of it. I can only change the speed. I'll just leave it for what it is. And then I run make doc, and then it just builds the LaTeX files, fixes a bunch of things, and you can see that in the table, and I probably want to change the width of the table. So then I just I highlight the block that I think is relevant, and I basically wrote what I write: make table fill width of column or page. Now, it does something. It doesn't quite do exactly what I want it to do, but in a follow-on prompt off camera, I managed to figure it out. And so it just kind of like does the whole thing all over again, and then it updates. Yeah, you still just have to switch windows. Oh, I broke it as well. Yeah, okay, so yes, I have to add tabular X. Now that I'm kind of like watching what happened back then, it makes sense. But imagine if I had to write everything out. It's just so nice to just not have to go through the CCAN docs, because LaTeX documentation is a pain in the ass, if you ask me. Huh? Table looks wider. Now, it was not supposed to be like text. It has to be text width or something, or line width. I don't know which one of them. Either ways, it kind of like worked, so I'm happy. Also, how do I switch back to the other? Where's the Twitter thing? And now I lost track. Yep. Oh, here we go. So here it is. Escape. Then I just tweeted about my coding session with Nomi in the cafe, which wasn't super, it was kind of cozy. So this was our setup earlier yesterday, actually. Yeah. So yeah, I'm just sharing, folks. I'm just sharing the little adventures of the night shifts. Holy smokes, it's just really cool to have folks tuning in. 5 folks. Yeah, so tell me how much focus time you've been getting recently on this quiet time of the year between the holidays. So a lot of folks are out of office. If you don't have a baby, you probably have hella focus. Probably did a little bit too much eating over the past days, but now your body's kind of like reeling from all the damage. and your social batteries start charging up again after like a bunch of like social, not draining, but I mean, like, it does that for me. I spend too much time like in very dense, not dense as in like tension, but more dense as in many people social scenarios. So I just fizzle out, and then I just need to take a break. So yeah, we didn't have much of that because we just did the holidays just quiet in Berlin. We figured like with a baby, we have our hands full. We probably shouldn't be traveling around much yet. So we just kept it easy. Also, Mama Bear was still recovering. Are you making deposits again? Okay, cool. I heard something. All right, so top shelf is done. This has never been slower, this process. I'm going to. Also, by the way, one thing I've been learning is that magically the dexterity of my non-dominant hand has instantly improved 10x ever since Nomi popped by, because right now I hold her in my dominant arm a lot, which means the non-dominant arm has to do a bunch of things. It's the only one that's free. And you'd be surprised what you can get done with your left hand if your right hand is dominant. It doesn't always work, and I'm afraid I'm going to drop things, but so far we've been kind of like okay. I'm also realizing that I'm kind of like inadvertently working out my knees, because now I have to kind of like, where I would like bend over to pick things up, or I would basically like do saltos forward and roll, like if I pick things up in front of me. Now I just have to like gently move through the knees, keep the back straight so the baby doesn't tilt or it doesn't end up upside down. So the knees are getting better. On the back end. So yeah, inadvertently learning a bunch of extra skills. Was someone else here? My arm strength differed after 2 kids between left and right. I can totally imagine that. Yeah. I'm gonna have to like balance it out with some dumbbell work in between with, yeah. Right, Gnomes? Oh, that's a really good point, actually. Probably need to find ways to like do some shift rotation between the arms such that one of them doesn't really, the discrepancy doesn't grow too large. Yeah. All right, cool. So we got the dishwasher emptied out. So now we start lining up a new batch of items. We don't really have much to go in there. Still have to finish the glass. Yeah, the squats as well. You also had that problem. Problem or perk, I guess, depending how you want to see it. But worked for you, right? That's strong legs now. I always wanted to work on my like vertical leap for basketball. Probably now is finally the time that it's going to happen. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna experiment and line putting her in her bed, because she has to get used to lying in her bed. And then I'm going to sit in the living room again and just continue working. Maybe I do get half an hour. That's good. All right. So now we move on to the living room. And then I put her over in her crib. Then I'll be right back. Let's see how long this is going to last. She's in bed now. All right. That's great. Okay, sometimes she falls asleep if you're just carrying around doing stuff. She seems to like that. All right, so the thing I could be doing now is reading through the PR. Can I finally do that? Which window is it? It's probably somewhere around here. The wrong one. So this one, I can close that. Oh, people. Shameless plug. But I'm trying to do some stuff on X. And it's not really working out for me. But here, X.com. Is this the bird? That's the wrong kind of bird, I guess. But I could use some engagement on my recent tweets or X's. All right, cool. I'm gonna slide over to the couch. Okay, cool. Like this. All right. I'm in a very improvised position right now, but it works. Cool. So what we wanted to do, let's figure out what NUR is again. I forgot about it. Next user repository. Okay, cool. Okay, and then this one. Well, first I have to clone the repo. Is she waking up? I wonder if those are good noises. Oh, another thing that I have. Up here. 3, 4. It's not how I should do it. I should do this. Then it probably. Okay. So. Of course. Yeah. How did I miss it? This was the error. Like my first command was probably correct. But I didn't pay attention. Anyways, let's just use some tokens. So I say execute. It's funny, it's not case sensitive, which is convenient. Right, update NUR. Interesting. Holy smokes, that's a lot of changes. I'm trying to do workflow. There's a matrix. Okay. Trying to do it on. Okay, really, can need to pay attention if there's any change. The checkout thing that happens somewhere else. Okay, it's still there. Actions checkout. Just list comments and some next and cache actions. Then you're doing this next build cached, uncached. You enter the license. Interesting. Okay, so let's just get a sense of why checks failing. Not really. What's the real question and how to use it? Okay, but then that's interesting. You don't probably need yeah, okay. Let me see if there is. Oh, comments. Let's see. What are we saying? Keyword is a bit loud. Oh, yeah. So fun story. I spilled coffee over my computer while I was traveling through Seoul and Tokyo. Was forced to get a new machine. That was a shit show. We tried to fix it. Motherboard was fucked. Then I decided, okay, I just have to get a new machine. I got one of those M2 or whatever. Yeah, I guess M2 is the only one they have, right? They don't have M3 yet. Yeah, got one of these M2 MacBooks. Because it was really hard to get the Dell that I needed. And it was either between a familiar Dell type. Also, good luck finding it in Tokyo with the keyword that you kind of like need. And just an Apple computer. So I got the Apple computer, and then I had to quickly get it somewhat in a production state because I needed to work on a pretty tricky project at the time, which involved a lot of calls. So it was extremely hectic. But yeah, that was that story. We kind of got through it, barely. But ever since I've been on macOS, yeah, the keyboard is a bit loud. You're absolutely correct. Didn't know that. It's probably because I'm using the microphone inside of the device because I'm walking around with the device. Actually, let me get my Fitbit and my Bluetooth headphones because then I decouple the audio from the metal chassis. I'll be right back. I've always have to do the BRB thing. Where is it? No, it's not for night shift duties, but it's something else. You know what I mean. All right, Bluetooth headphones on. So let's turn it on. Let's see how it goes. Do we need to
switch. Ah, okay. That seems to be mic checking. And then, okay, test track is playing, so that works. The clickety clack stuff should be less now. Good night. All right, timing wise, did matter. The whole moving away from Bluetooth, but it doesn't matter for the rest of the folks that are still in it. Also, putting the Fitbit back, so I at least have some data on how I'm doing. Oh yeah, so Ramiro, how's macOS been for you? It's okay. Fun sidetrack. I have been managing my system with, you know that before this I was using NixOS, right? So my macOS system I managed through this configuration. So all the tools that I use, from ASCII Cinema to like BAT. BAT is like here. It's like a cat equivalent, but it has color highlighting. I have a bunch of these other tools like Exorcism. I haven't used in like ages, but I'm still paying for it, so I should get back on that horse. Actually, work on my Rust and Haskell skill set. So I defined them declaratively, so I can basically just apply this config, and my machine is ready. And it actually works. I have two MacBooks that I'm using. This one plus another backup MacBook. Actually, my personal MacBook. This is the company MacBook. The personal MacBook has exactly the same config, exactly all the same binaries. My terminals are configured the exact same way, and that's because I basically have a config that I can run, and everything's there. Now, there are a couple of changes, such as I did a couple of tweaks to the control center that I couldn't figure out how to fully manage them in a declarative manner. It's probably a way. If you go to default Mac, they define how to use, like, basically attributes, macOS attributes to configure the system. So basically something like here, should have built duration in the Xcode toolbar. There's like, if you set this attribute to true, then effectively you basically configure Xcode. Like stuff like that you can configure, but you can't configure everything as far as I can tell. So there are a couple of things that I still end up manually configuring, but basic stuff like my dock, I believe I manage it here. Dock. Do I? Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Interesting. I probably don't. I wonder where I manage some of these other things. So this is configuration Darwin. I just recently condensed. Okay, so I have the two machines, the one I bought in Tokyo and my Berlin Core i7, and they basically run the exact same config. Now the configuration Darwin stuff, that's what you're seeing here. Here, yeah, that's configuration Darwin. I should have had some of my iOS level configuration settings, OS X level configs in here, but I can't see it. Anyways, one thing you can see, I have VS Code installed. I have like WhatsApp, Telegram, Slack, Signal. I install all of these from Homebrew. But I don't have to think about it. I apply this on a different machine and all of them are there. So I'm happy about it. How does my terminal get color? So you could call it some kind of a backup. Standard. I don't know if I did anything specific for it. Oh, maybe I did. Let me get a look. Prompt in it. Here you go. You should have a look in this one. I believe I do something of, what do you mean with a color? Do you mean just this color, or do you mean that I have a special prompt? Because I think most terminals, most most OS X terminals are pretty basic. I think I do some prompt junk in here, prompt init. And prompt init, I probably set up a bunch of stuff to make the prompt look nice. That's probably what you're seeing. Highlighting, oh, highlighting, that's the tool I was showing you. So basically bat. So normally speaking, you would do run cat, but cat is really boring. So if you do it with bat, then you get highlighting. World of difference. I use it for almost everything. Whenever I need to like cat a file, so here, you want to see my make file in color, monochrome. Yeah, terminal standard white. Mine is still standard white. Like if I toggle dark, dark, back to white terminal, it doesn't look super slick. So a couple of things are broken, but others, I can still somewhat read it. But because it's night mode, it's dark, and then everything else changes to dark. I mean, this thing is basically throw up, because I think I use dark shifter or something like that, some extension, dark reader, which changes everything between dark mode and light mode, but it's extremely heavy on my computer resources whenever it makes the transition. Sometimes when it's switching from light to dark, especially it typically happens around 6 p.m., then my entire machine basically halts. Speaking of, maybe I should fix that in settings, that it doesn't do that. Appearance. Is there a schedule I can set for this? System night shift. Huh? Okay, take it on night shift. All right. So settings, and then night shift. Yeah, sunset or sunrise. Okay. Maybe I just keep it. The problem is, like, sometimes it's really annoying in the middle of my work day that it switches, and then basically for a minute or two, nothing is really, my computer is really non-responsive. But we're not going to distract ourselves right now. Oh, hang on. Oh snap! I should have logged the latest entry. The latest entry was. I'm not doing a great job of this. I think it was what? Let's say 3:30 when we fed the last round of milk. Forgot exact time. But can't be off by more than on either direction. Also, we didn't finish this, did we? Actually, we did. We actually got this bottle. Maybe we move this back 10. right? And then I poured another 40 milliliter bottle, and this is work in progress. Maybe I should see. Okay, maybe I should just log until. So I'm pretty sure that until 13, 10? We did 10 milliliters, and then I think we still have. What does it say? 40 milliliters left. 40 milliliters left over. So I think we did 5 roundabouts, and this is probably 250. Okay, cool. So what were we doing? Yeah. Is there something here about night shift? Not really. See, it's interesting. So there's a bunch of settings that we can configure this way, but not all of them. But anyways, get grab defaults. Let's see. Is there anything that tells me here about? Here we go. System Darwin. Ooh, so Darwin wm.nix file. So I can show you that. Okay, look, I can open it with cat again. You see the color highlighting at work. It's easy. So I'm using Amethyst, Blue Snooze, and Hammer Spoon to help with automations on my desktop, like window management kind of like capability. This is kind of like me trying to get Xmonad kind of capabilities that I used to have on Linux on my macOS. And then I do some configuration settings here, all in declarative style. So I hide icons from my desktop, so that's why my desktops look clean. I really don't care about seeing the icons there. And then what? Blue Snooze, I hide the icon. I used to hide the icon. Oh no, I show the icon. I don't know why. It's kind of like weird when you say hide icon. It's also going to show icon. The naming is wrong. Spans displays. This is an interesting one. Maybe I changed that. I think on multiple monitor setups, it makes a bit of a difference. But anyways, this is effectively how I get all of that stuff to work consistently. If you were to take my config and you were to like here add an entry for your system, so I guess for you, Ramiro, this here would have to be the host name of your machine. So in your case, in my case, it's Tokyo 23. The postfix is effectively the network that I'm on. That's my router. So you probably have something like MacBook Pro beefed up. And then you do system, and then depending on what system you have, if it's like a ARM, then it's the Arch variant. Oh, my bad. How do you do it? It's Control N. Yeah, and if it's Intel, then you do what I did here, x84 64-bit, right? That's this one, and then your username, whatever your username is. I can get it with Woo. Can I do this with the UID? UID that exists on Linux, not here. Okay. Ramiro. And then when you apply, so how I run it is basically I do Darwin rebuild. This is the command that I run. But what you can do, you can like check to see if it builds on your machine. And if it does, you're kind of good to go. And then you can run build. It takes a bit of time to build, so it's always kind of like got to be careful with that in terms of managing expectations. All right. Oh my goodness. A buddy of mine got into a car accident. How is pain management for you? Oh, rough. Ah, I don't mean to stare. Let me see what Ramiro said. I can. It's funny. Like my setup, I have like a tablet to the side where I can follow when messages come in because I can't see it. As you can tell, like I'm toggling on my display right now, and I have no idea where I'm streaming. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we are. This is the one we're streaming. So I have like the tablet to the side, and then I'm doing some comms on my phone, and I also even have, if you see in the top right corner, a small window of the stream in there so I can find out if the stream is failing. It's not, it's like a poor man's solution. Oh, I wish I could customize more, but I've customized as much as I can, I feel. And that is also within the limits of reason. I know that I sometimes overdo it. But anyways, if you want to play around with it, then like here's the, actually I'll send it to you. Actually, ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Which file do I want to show you? Configuration. Was that it? Configuration dash darn. Okay. Configuration. Darn.mix on GitHub using ESCI. Okay. I'm curious if this works. Huh. That actually works. Open the repo in a web browser. That's funny because that's where it ends. This is where it ends. Then I just have to navigate to the rest of it myself. So last merge was 2 days ago, so I don't even have to worry about what is the latest state. So if you go here, you'll find my config. So bam, I'll drop it in here. Do I have a decent README? If you end up on this repo, can you actually piece it together yourself? There's a lot of noise. The easy way for macOS ensure Nix is installed. Yeah. Optionally install Homebrew as outlined on. Yeah. Optionally install Rosetta too. I didn't do this because I really didn't need it, because most tools are M2 compatible or Apple Silicon compatible. Set up Nix Darwin, so I did that. All right, so this is what you have to do for the first time. But once you've done this before, from that point on, you just have to run this. I feel like running this is more foolproof, so. You can tell that the use of an org file has really weird formatting inside of GitHub, but it kind of like works. So I'm just gonna copy these instructions, drop them here. Holy smokes. Interesting. I should have picked a single channel. Not promising that it'll work for you. Also, another tool that I installed a long time ago, Discord. I don't even know if I actually logged in. What is it doing? That's the thing. Like, I don't like to manage. Versions imperatively like this, where the machine just checks on start and then installs an update or doesn't install an update. And if I reapply my config, who knows what I get. So I kind of like to lock in the versions of the tools that are installed through the config themselves. So that's why I think somewhere in my brew config I have auto update disabled. Auto update on every front where I can manage auto update, I have it disabled, but somehow some tools just do their own update thing regardless of settings. So if you install Discord with Brew, good luck, because every time you start Discord, it'll just update whatever the hell it wants, and it may break your setup, and basically a Brew, what is it, tap cask, whatever the hell that used to work before may not work again, because once you install that version, the thing auto updates anyways. Here we go. There we go. So, okay, now I have that. Good enough. Cool. So what were we doing? I can close this. Hear Melanie making noises. Let me just have a glance to see if she's okay. I think she's waking up. Yeah. I'm just gonna get a glance. I'm gonna get your glimpse. I got the food ready. And I'm probably gonna have to kind of standby mode. I'm probably gonna have to drop out. And tend to know me in a second. doing before. Oh, maybe able to finish off this. Okay, but this is no longer necessary. We're doing no thing. So I installed the NUR packages, and then for NixOS, and then for pinning, fetch targets using without a shot. We'll only cache the download for 1 hour by default. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. Interestingly used. Yeah. Huh. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff there. Can I build that? I probably can't. Ah, okay. This is generated. Source word. Where's ChatGPT? Huh. All right. Time to tend to the kiddo. Be right back, folks. Be right back. Yeah, indeed, dude, it did call. We sort of he's now strapped in. Let's see if that suits her. Maybe she can burp a couple of bursts. All right. So let's see. Where were we? Oh yeah, I think we went from 40 to 10. Time is currently. All right, so this one. Default. Okay. Interesting. this to me. Okay, she needs it. I haven't heard her burp yet, so I'm not putting her to bed until she does. Cool. Okay. Okay. There's no point to me doing this. Actually, let me stick to the topic. I'm trying to get a sense of what this one is. I think I have a pretty good guess. Actually, what the hell am I doing? Actually, what the hell am I doing? It's a consistent pattern. Just a bit of repetition. It's fine. Right? And then the source of is source net system. There you go. Ooh, what's here? She has a bit of a clock nose. She breathes heavy, right? Dry weather season. Yes, it's definitely dry weather out here. I even have it myself. Like usually in the mornings, so every time I'm changing her diapers, I can see like little flakes of stuff stuck in there. And then when I try to clean them off, she really doesn't like it. Winters in Berlin will do that to you. But I'm guessing it's everywhere, huh? Dry weather season, she said. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Which packages are there? $64. So saline drops. Huh, okay. Adding to my list. We did it a little bit. I'm going by. I can probably make a saline solution myself, but let me try to get it from a pharmacy tomorrow. Adding to my list. Saline drops. Cool. I'm just probably gonna get. Yeah. I could like sterilize the water. Ooh. So you don't have the dry season to dry air. Exactly. I would boil the water. We have a whole setup for boiling water now, but I don't have non-iodized salt. I'm not sure if I do, so I probably wouldn't do it unless I'm really willing to do like some chem stuff. I can't iodize, non-iodized, whatever. Yeah, I should just buy it. It's easier. Exactly, non-iodized salt I need, but I'm not so sure if the one that I have right. Let me see. It's iodized. Exactly the opposite of what I need. Tips on that? No, I don't have it. Yeah, I can't do it in a home lab. I just asked ChatGPT. It's gonna get messy. Yeah, it's easy. So when mom wakes up in the morning, she knows how much she's eaten so far and how frequently. And sometimes I clean up the table and then I have some graphs in there that are probably broken because of the date. Stamps aren't consistent throughout. All these data points are not warped to one end. That's because I have made the mistake. Mom's does it from the iPad or from her iPhone, and it doesn't do the date thing correctly. So this stuff typically gets broken. So I believe this is wrong. Yeah, mom's usually does like aggregate feedings over a long window added in one block. It fucks up the data points. But there's something here seems to be missing. This is a weird gap. This is also why the data is so wonky. Let me try to do this. Okay, this is why. If I do 12, 26, come on. Okay, cool. And then 26. I'm going to fix that little chart. No, bouncing around. Okay, so this is going to be 1227. Down here. Okay. This is a big guy. That was kind of like a large volume. She hardly ever drinks 50 milliliters in one go. It's usually episodes of 10, 20, or 35. This is a big feeding round. This is probably, again, probably a bunch of tiny feeding rounds bundled up together into one big. Anyways, this should unfudge the tape. Yeah, there we go. Should move this down. Does this work? It doesn't. This is no drag and drop type of thing. I have to manually drag it. Google. I should do this in an Excel spreadsheet instead. It's going to be a long way down, people. Actually, right, and then I should cut this. Oh no. What if I do it in here? Okay, cool. It's not a very useful chart, but it's just fun to tinker around. Including the sleeping gaps, huh? Those we aren't logging. I'm starting to get hungry myself. Okay, so what was the problem? This thing wasn't seeing. Does not provide items, but it is arbitrary default. Did I make a mistake? No. Flake. So should do it here. Choose another one. Then flake. Let's example flake. So overlay. Here we go. That is bullshit. Wiser words haven't been spoken. Don't log, just enjoy. her in bed so she gets used to sleeping in bed. Just tricked myself by saying like, I'm going to put her in the sling so she can burp. Because sometimes she takes a good minute before she really gets there. Then I can do some other stuff. But then she falls asleep, and then I'm like, I probably should just keep her here. She doesn't seem to mind. And if I do move her out into the bed now, she'll certainly wake up. At least that's what I'm thinking. I'm probably very wrong there. I have zero experience, people. Okay, you're doing. Okay, we covered that. Actually, we wanted to read that. Yeah. So investigation. Boom. No such file directory. Perfect. I should look at this NUR project. What did I do? Did I do overlays? No, that's like and apply. What does it do? Does outputs overlay makes modules document HM modules same level. So we should wait a second. I just want to see what the output of the something will sound like it next. Well, this systems. Yeah. And then you have a default mix. So that's what you do then. Hey, catch you later, Ramiro. Thanks for popping by. You have a good one. Okay, so these are all very much in line with the template. Images. I'm keeping this as a temporary because it's just it gets me to the next step. I can look at the logs. So I have to fix the source of the problem. Yeah. So this thing here, do not edit. Which file says default.exe? Okay, so Here's the goal release switching is not complete. This is erroneous. I can't find it, right? As far as I can tell, this error here is kind of access this chart. The source code is hard coded, as we were there before. So git slash. Let's see if. Okay, we just build it. What's gonna happen now? I'll send a screenshot to Till later. Fix some source. Source. Okay, so I did that. Now the other thing. That's the only thing that we have. Merge dominant. Linux. Baseball formatting. Merge. Linux dominant. Linux. Easy. Merge. Finish. So the last two teeny triggers. So here, build. So it works. Actually, this only becomes a problem if I need mixed packages in scope. With the flake, that shouldn't happen. Oh, that's interesting. Imagine if that one. Are you ready for another feeding round? Alright, so we'll build the conservative resources. From the flag, from the flag, from the flag. To the next package is flag. Cool. So I'm just going to experiment. And build a pure runway. Boom. Result. Right. So how about we say run flag doesn't provide attribute. Oh, sweet. This is it. Okay, cool. Yeah, maybe it works. Weird. Did I not have this? Okay, so we're looking at here. Okay, so here is this thing going from the community NUR. What did I do wrong? There we go. Okay, so. dope. That's kind of dope. Hey, good night, imposter syndrome. Get some good sleep. So I'm spotted a bit too late. It's a good time to end the stream, huh? I mean, I did a PR, so we got this done. Let's just check PR draft. Yeah, someone else managed this. I am not supposed to. Alright, the stream is over, people. Oh, shit. Cool. Parking this one. Alrighty. Ending the stream. Maybe I have to edit. Cool. So we got things done. 3 hours, 30 minutes. Time to end the stream. Take care, y'all. Maybe now I go do some chemistry stuff. And double check who's here. Facebook and Twitch. One on Twitch. One who's on Twitch. Folks, this app says more people are here. Gosh, this is dope. Whoever is out here in Twitch, hey, that's good. I got a baby strapped to my chest. And I've been doing some cool videos. Tiny patches here and there. Yeah. Posted a PR together with this little one. This little bitch gets strapped to my chest. Maybe I should undraft this. Actually, you know what? Yeah. I wonder if they can take it out of draft. Whatever. Yeah, I'll get out of the stream. I have to go eat something, and I have to sync my signal into my computer. Something for another day. Take care, y'all. Ciao.